Hi guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being the music journalism site, links are in the description down below. Anyways, you don't care about any of that, you care about another Bruno Mars review, and I have to apologise for giving another Bruno Mars review without reviewing the full album yet. I just don't have time to. I'm just about to get my second tattoo, so I thought I'd go through something which I already knew about, a song which a lot of people have been talking about off of his latest album, and I thought I'd give it a quick review just to see what I thought of, more of the album. I'm almost slowly giving you a track-by-track album review, but anyways, I hope you enjoy this one anyway. So what did I think of Chunky by Bruno Mars? Well, I thought it was pretty good. It's not quite as good as 24K Magic, it's not quite as good as Versace on the Floor, That's What I Like, but it's definitely still a great track, let's be honest. I mean, those tracks are really up there for me for some of my favourite tracks of November. In fact, some of my favourite tracks of the year, especially Versace on the Floor. I think that's an excellent track. This one is a bit more sort of filler, but it's not bad filler. It's really good filler. It's good fun to listen to. Reminded me a lot of the 1975 actually, and I'm not a big fan of the 1975 prior, but I did prefer hearing Bruno Mars over this sort of beat. Also had a bit of a Kool and the Gang feel to it as well, which I obviously love. I'm a big fan of that sort of late 70s, early 80s electro funk disco stuff. So he's come out of the 90s phase he had with the Versace on the Floor and the 24K Magic thing, and he's gone back to the sort of early 80s thing, and I think that's probably why I don't like this track quite as much as the other ones, because I think he really had a style which was quite new, quite fresh, and he sort of reverted back to sort of 2013, 2014 circa Bruno Mars. So I was a little bit disappointed by that, but this track is still really good fun. I mean, production-wise, it's spot on. From the synth sort of little keyboard clav sort of stuff, that sounded great, really clear in the mix. I think the drums had this deep kick, I love that. It could have done with a bit more of a cutting snare, and the hi-hats were a little bit jingly, but I still enjoyed that. Bruno's voice obviously sounds amazing on this track, and the whole thing just sounds really nice, to be honest. It's all wrapped up really well. The producers had another good day here. I think the whole album is masterfully produced, actually. This is one of the sort of mid tracks for producing. It's not quite as rough as other tracks which I have heard, but it's definitely up there with, say, Versace on the Floor, which did have a really nice mix to it. Moving into musicality, it's just so funky, let's be honest. You just want to tap to it. The whole song is just really good fun to listen to. From the verses, which they don't really drag on, but they're perhaps a bit too similar to the choruses. I did find that nothing really changes, not enough really varies for me to really bring it up there, but still, it was really good fun to listen to. It would be really good at a party, I think. If you're doing a themed party, I definitely recommend you put on a track like this. I think Bruno's vocal capabilities in here are really shown off again. The melody is conjunct, it's memorable, it's catchy. He has notes which he wails out further than others, which I really enjoyed. He wailed them out at the right times, so he's had a great performance on this track yet again. I liked how the beat didn't sort of stick to the 4 bars. It would occasionally have a decorative transition or anything like that. Things were sort of added in at certain moments just to give some flair back into the song, so it just didn't drag on. I think it was about the right runtime. I think if it was any longer than 3 minutes, it would have started to drag on a little bit, but being about 3 minutes 5 seconds, you don't notice any of that. So yeah, it's still a very catchy, fun track. It's great for, say, parties. It's not the most memorable of tracks on the album, but I definitely recommend a listen if you're into sort of electro pop, funky sort of stuff. A lot of people are now. It's coming into trend. I think as soon as we get past this EDM stage, I think the sooner we go back to the sort of disco type stuff, which started getting into the charts with the likes of Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson, Daft Punk as well. As soon as we get back to that phase, I think we're going to have just nicer pop music to listen to. So I really enjoyed this one. I'm feeling a rating around 7 out of 10. Not quite as high as perhaps other ones. I think that's actually higher than I gave 24K Magic, though. I think I gave that one a 6.5 out of 10. Oh no, I might have given it a 7 out of 10. So the album is all above 7 out of 10s, with some 8 out of 10, some 8.5s out of 10, all sprinkled in there as well. So it's just, this album is going to be a career-defining one for him, in my opinion, because though he's done the ballad stuff before, and he's made his billions by now. He's made songs which everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. I mean, that's natural. Whether you like him or not, you're going to know his song as soon as you hear it. You can tell just by the voice, and there'll be songs which, if I just said Bruno Mars to you, a whole ton of songs would come up in your head, because he's that type of artist. He just makes bangers, I'm afraid. So if you like this review, leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.